Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well. I am Ryan J. McCrary, CEO and founder of McCrary Financial Solutions. I'm here with a great guest today, another guest, a king out of New York, Trevor Cassaberry. He's the CEO of Cassaberry Consulting. How you doing today, King?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming through. I want to share some dialogue. So before we even get started, just let people know like who you are, where you from, what you do, and everything like that.
My name is Trevor Cassaberry. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I graduated with an electrical engineering degree from University of Akron. I started Cassaberry Consulting in May, and the main thing we do is we help people develop, launch, and expand their businesses. So we take people from the business plan development stage, in which when I have consultations, people will come to me. I use whatever you got on your resume, whatever your background info is, whatever people you know that you may have to hook up to, and we develop a business based off of that. If you don't already know what kind of business you'll start, then we freestyle it from there. And that's pretty much what we do now. I started getting into a little bit of contractor work, so I got a few people that do videography and photography and painting and carpentry work. We do a bunch. So, and I'm also having financial literacy workshops. I'm having investment workshops, and I'm having entrepreneurship workshops that I'm launching next month in January, actually.
Okay. That's good. And everybody coming in, some people starting to come in on Facebook. If you come in, please share this info. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you at. Talking to Trevor Cassaberry. He's the CEO of Cassaberry Consulting, LLC. And this young brother is only 25. He's only 25, young boy to me. I'm 30, so I'm going to call him young boy. He's a young boy doing amazing things out of New York. He came to me and hollered at me. We talked a lot offline, coaching sessions, stuff like that. But he's doing amazing things. He's on the financial literacy wave. You gotta get on the financial literacy wave. If you're not on, I'm telling you that you better get on. When me and him talk offline, we're talking about assets. We're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about building businesses and property and a whole bunch of other stuff he got going on.
Getting these government contracts.
Yeah, government contracts. We're going to talk about that also. Yeah. So before we even dive into that, just let people know like your educational background. I know you got a degree. You told me about that. Just what's your educational background?
I got an electrical engineering degree from the University of Akron. I basically always been good at math. My sister, she taught me algebra when I was in like 4th grade. So from then on, it was basically just the school was playing catch up with me when it came to that. So I just took math and just ran with it through engineering because I figured that was the way to make money quickly. And using my engineering, I realized I had enough money to sustain myself and my bills. So the next step was to launch a company that I could work on my own and take wherever I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm. So what made you dabble into entrepreneurship? So, I mean, most people, when they go to school, they get that good job and then that's it. They put in the time in the company, they may want to move up the ladder, you retire, get your 401k like that. So what sets you apart from just want to have the traditional job, especially engineering? Engineers, I know they make a lot of money. So they don't with me personally, entrepreneurship, I feel like I was kind of called to battle. I didn't really intend to be an entrepreneur per se. I just got into corporate America. I didn't like it. And I said, okay, I learned in stocks and investments. Why don't I take that to my people? Why don't I take that to Black people? I don't like working in corporate America. I want to be my own boss. So I was kind of called to battle, and I wasn't making that much money anyway. So since you got that good degree, got that good job, what made you just want to also start a business and dabble into entrepreneurship?
Well, I think February of my senior year at Akron, playing basketball, and I tore my shoulder out of place. So, and I don't like taking pain medicine, so I used to just stay up all late at night, being up because of pain. And one night I was talking to myself, and I'm like, Trevor, what are you good at? And it was basically just engineering and basketball. And I'm like, well, right now you can't even say basketball because your shoulder's out. So I'm like, you're only good at math is what you're telling me. That's the only way you can make money. So from then on, I was like, all right, I got to find some other way. I got to at least, learn how to, either start a business or invest. So I literally just trained myself on both. Every day I come back from class, bum shoulder, the time that I'll be, in the gym or doing whatever, I was on the computer, looking up random type of companies because I didn't understand how an insurance company made money. So I looked it up, looked up everything they do. I looked up a particular companies, different types of insurances, like car insurance and how they're different from life insurance. Because I'm like, how do you make life insurance? How do you make money off of somebody who's dead? And then, from there, I just started learning bit by bit so many different industries. I started writing up different business plans. And one night I was up watching the NBA, and I'm just like, if I had my own league, I'll probably change these 10 things. So I wrote them down. And from those 10 things, it ended up turning into a whole business plan. And from there, I was like, okay, well, if I want to get this business plan going, I already know how much capital I need. And to get there, it's not just going to be working a regular 9-to-5 engineering job. I'm going to have to get a job of my own. So, a business of my own. So when I did that, I was like, when I came back from school, I was talking to everybody about how to start businesses and invest in and all of that stuff. And everybody was still on, let's talk about the NBA, let's talk about the NFL. And I was just like, I don't care about that right now. Just listen how you can start this business. And from there, I realized, if I'm going to be telling everybody how to start these businesses, I might as well show and prove them that you can start a company and then charge them to do it. And at that point, that's when people started realizing, okay, like Trevor actually knows what he's talking about. Like he's charging people about this stuff. And what a difference it made just saying, all right, now I'm charging X dollars per hour compared to here it is for free, and people respected it more. So from there, I just started teaching it and coaching it. And I've been doing pretty well. So.
Yeah, I know you've been doing pretty well. I can definitely tell. Once you came to me, like I could tell you about his business. I could tell you got things going on. But you said something very, very important. We, especially Black people, why do we only want to talk about sports and entertainment, all other type of bullshit that is not going to get us nowhere further in life? Like seriously, why can't? That's why I wear financially literate. That's why I talk about financial literacy. Like, why can't this be the normal conversation? I don't just want to talk about what the Eagles did or basketball. Like, that's cool. We can watch that, but that shouldn't be the main topic of discussion.
Yeah.
The main topic of discussion should be business. And you said another thing, you were learning how companies work. That is something like me too. When I go in something, like I'm looking like, how does this company work? If they sell insurance, how do they sell insurance? If it's McDonald's, like how does the operation run? You know what I mean? Like how the employees run and all the higher ups. How does a franchise run? Like, what is it going to cost for to get all the products and the ketchup and everything we got to get in the store? What is that type of process? What is it going to cost us to run the business? Because we might make $1 million, but if we made $1 million, but it cost us $800,000 to make the $1 million, how much money did we really make? So that's another thing. Like the people watching, we all got to think about how these companies run. And also, if you're just coming in on Facebook, please share this information. If you have questions, drop them in. I see we have a couple questions. Some people use it to create family banks. I wish they would have taught us these things in Randolph. Okay. I didn't know the difference between passive income and capital gains until 3 years ago. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the main important thing is to be learning. It's to be learning. So another thing I want to talk about is collaboration over competition. So a lot of people might come on and say, well, he's doing consulting and he's doing financial literacy and teaching people businesses, the same stuff I'm doing. Oh, I don't want to put him on my platform. Oh, that's going to be competition. He's going to try to steal my clients. He's going to try to steal my leads. And no, with Black people, we got too much competition in our community. Now, of course, naturally as alpha males, we want to be competitive. We want to be the best, like steel sharpens steel. Absolutely. But at the same time, we got to practice group economics. We got to all come together. That's another thing I was talking to, because we have I Buy Black and then Sharif has We Buy Black. So people were thinking like, oh, is it going to be I Buy Black versus We Buy Black? Like, no, collaboration over competition. That's just another thing I wanted to say.
Yeah, because I even got some friends from high school that have their own businesses, and I bring them on as specialist consultants with Cassaberry Consultants. So let's say I have somebody come to me that wants to start, a record label or something like that. I can sit down and give them the structure of the business and teach them 10 ways to make money with that one business. But when they come to actually expanding that business in that industry, rather than you speaking to me and I don't have that knowledge, I'll have somebody who literally owns and operates their own business in that industry. And that's who you get to sit down and speak to. Because why speak to somebody who's learning just as much as you? They're taking your money and gambling with it. You might as well pay somebody who's already there and they can put you on themselves.
And before we move forward, if people do want to get in contact with you, if they want to sit down with you, if they want to get in one of your courses or everything you offer, how can they get in contact with you?
Go to Cassaberry.com, Cassaberry.com. You can email me from there. You can sign up for my financial literacy and investment and entrepreneurship classes that I'm having in January. If you're a student or were a student and you have a .edu email address, you get 25% off of all of my classes. So definitely go to Cassaberry.com, register your EDU email address. Even if you don't want to go to the class, register it and get 25% off for somebody who does want to come to the class.
Also,
go ahead, have a business owner bundle. So 4 out of the 8 courses are specifically about a live business, how to start it, how to run it, how to grow it, how to protect it. The other 4 are about investing, family wealth development, college financial planning, and millennial money moves, which is essentially all the entrepreneur, investment, and financial literacy tips that people our age need, because we're in a dire situation. Like, majority of us are literally expected to die in debt. And I'm not talking about, $1,000 on a credit card debt. I'm talking about $500,000 on a house and a student loan type of debt. And it's scary to think about trying to raise a family and develop wealth while you in that kind of debt. And Millennial Money Moves is going to teach you how. But the business owner bundle is for those business owner classes. If you want to go to all the classes, I got a large bundle deal. But if you use that EDU discount, it's cheaper than everything. So please register that .edu email address at Cassaberry.com. Cassaberry.com.
So everybody watching, someone please type it in there, Cassaberry.com, Cassaberry.com. Also, if you are a student, you have an EDU email address, you will get 25% off. Yes. 25% off. So go to Cassaberry.com, and you see he's smart because he has the shit on his shirt. He has the shit on his shirt. I see people coming around with businesses, whatever, but where's your marketing push? Like, people don't even have business cards. Like, you don't have banners or T-shirts or paraphernalia, like any type of stuff. We've got to be all about branding. You got to be all about putting your stuff out there, because if you don't invest in yourself, who else is going to invest in you?
Word.
Like, seriously, who else is going to invest in you? Like, so people come to me all the time with ideas and stuff like that. Forget the ideas. Ideas don't mean nothing in business. It all depends on action and executing those actions. I know people probably come to you all the time about, stuff they want to do, stuff they try to do. Then time goes by, like, what happened? Like, what happened? What you doing? Like, what, are you ready? Like, you ready? You know what I mean? Like, we were talking before the other day I was saying, like, if somebody comes to me, especially in person, if you come to me, you ain't got a laptop, you ain't got no notepad, I'm not taking you seriously.
Yeah, if you don't got no notes, it's like, you gotta at least come to me the way you would a job interview. So if you go to your job interview with your resume, they come to a consultation with your resume, because it's gonna help. Like, imagine going to the job interview and they knew nothing about you.
Exactly. Like, simple as that. Like, seriously. So if you don't take yourself seriously, it's gonna be hard for me to take you seriously.
Yeah.
I see my brother Andre just came in. Dre, what's going on? Yeah, I know. Dre fuck with you. He said that boy good. Yes, absolutely. Listen, this is my man. Also, if you came on here, if you haven't shared already, please share. This is Black Entrepreneur Talk, having real intellectual discussion, stuff that you're not going to see on mainstream media. You're not going to see it on ABC. You're not going to see it on Fox. You're not going to see it on NBC, but you will see it on the internet, because we have a direct-to-consumer relationship. We ain't got to go through no middleman. I don't got to ask nobody to get on their show so we can talk. No, we go right on live. I talk directly to my people, and we engage in an intellectual conversation and have back and forth.
You may have to put that on the shirt now. # cut out the middleman.
Yeah, right. Cut out the middleman. Absolutely. Cut out the middleman. Like, I was reading a book, I have a summary over here by my man Lamar Tyler, called "The Gatekeepers Are Gone." The gatekeepers are gone. There are no gatekeepers. If you want to drop a book, you don't have to go to a publisher. You can self-publish it, put your own stuff out. If you want to do a movie, I shoot it myself and I put it on YouTube, I put it on Vimeo, or I put it on something else.
Your own website.
You want to have a clothing line? I don't got to be Ralph Lauren. I don't got to go to nobody else. I don't got to go to Lord & Taylor. I go to Shopify and pay $30 a month and have my own store. Have my own store. So What else do you see like with millennials, people that around our age? Like, why do you think it is that like we're not that focused and we're not really doing the things that most of us are doing?
Well, really, we always a step behind. Like specifically Black people too, we always a step behind. So a lot of our parents didn't go to college. So when it was time for us to go to college, when we get there, they like, we did our job, and then nobody's there to coach us. So the next step would be what? Now with our kids, we'll get them to college, and then what? Teach them open a business. Once they open a business, a bunch of us gonna be like, yeah, I don't really know how to help you do nothing with it, but you got one. And then when it's time for their kids to open a business, they'll be good at it. But by that time, everybody else will be 3 generations in, and we'll still be a generation behind as usual. Mm. So what I'm teaching people to do is learn how to invest in yourself, along with the stock market, along with the people around you, because there's no reason to be taking home one income forever. And that's one thing that all of our parents probably did, was take home that one income forever. So if you could do one thing, is own something and then make another income that you're going to keep coming forever.
Absolutely. And yeah, that because we were so happy, most of our parents and grandparents, we were happy to just have that one income. So like we didn't even think about other incomes because we just so happy to have that one income. Also, can you speak about the government contracts and how all that stuff works?
Oh yeah,
so explaining that stuff to me, and I was like following. Then I'm like, you know what I mean? I got kind of lost a little bit. So if you could explain that.
So basically, how it works is, and most people would notice that especially if you live in an urban city, there's 24/7 construction going on in all cities or states, and even federal contracts where they got to rebuild bridges and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They are not, engineers and contractors that specifically work for the state as state contractors and stuff like that. They work for private companies who bid on contracts that the city, state, and federal give out. And majority of your tax dollars probably go into the construction. I know mine do because I live in New York, and it's been 24/7 construction since before I was born.
Yeah, so, right.
Like, if you looked at some of the numbers on these contracts, you could even go on Google right now and type in New York State contracts, and you'll see $1 million contracts for people to do the same job that you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's for everybody. There's people out there that's doing consulting for companies. There's people out there doing electrician work for companies. There's people out there who own companies that do cleaning. There's people out there that own companies that do financial management. And they all just get government contracts, and you sit on $1 million for 3 years, guaranteed. Even in New York City, they got if you go to different bus stops and train stations, they got banners up, and it'd be like a regular person smiling. It says, "This is what $1.5 million in New York State contracts looks like." And when I saw that, I'm like, what? And I did my homework. I'm like, okay, so now Cassaberry Consulting is eligible to bid on city, state, and federal contracts. I'm also eligible to be a subcontractor on state and federal contracts. I'm also registered to get New York City Housing Authority contracts. I'm registered to get MTA contracts. So I just got to wait for my company to be open a year so I can register as a DBE, which is a disenfranchised business disadvantaged business or enterprise, which basically means women-owned or minority-owned. And they leave, I think, 20% of most contracts open as subcontractor roles for DBEs. So if you are a DBE now, you can get the subcontractor role or the actual contractor role. And if you were ever looking for, what's the term we like to use? I don't even remember, but income that you can plan. Like, you're gonna make $1 million in 3 years. If you can guarantee $1 million 3 years from now, why wouldn't you? Just from filing some paperwork now and bidding on a project. And so how much you think it is to bid on a project? $1 million project. $30.
That's it?
$30.
Really?
Yeah, some of these contracts go as high as $60 somehow. It'd be $1 million contract. Put up $30 and you got it. But the trick is, the people that get the contracts, they don't tell other people how to get the contracts because they want to keep on getting them. So they look at it as a competition thing, which I understand. But majority of the time, they start off as a subcontractor. They learn how to develop a bid as a subcontractor, and then they start bidding on contracts after that.
I hope y'all listening and taking notes. Everybody that's watching live, also if you come on the replay, I really, really hope that you're taking notes, listening to everything this man saying. You can literally get $1 million contracts for just $30 or $60. But the reason why, most people aren't doing it is because we don't know about it.
Nope.
It's because of a lack of information. So that is why we need to know about these type of things.
Yeah, because I know my end goal really is not even to get all the contracts. Eventually, I just want to know how to bid on every single kind of contract there is out there, and then I'll just start offering my services to write the bid proposals. And boom. And that's it. And there's people that, worked for, let's say, New York's Department of Transportation or Department of Justice and stuff like that, and did bid proposals for companies. Then they go to another company and privatize themselves, and boom, now they're just making $1 million writing proposals for people. Like everything that you don't know how to do, that means there's somebody doing it for money, and they're keeping the info from.
And this is going on all across the country, right? Not just in New York, right?
There's city, state, and federal contracts. There's contracts in Wisconsin. There's contracts in LA. There's contracts in every city, state, and there's federal contracts too. If you go to, I think, Fed Biz Ops, you can see all the federal contracts. There's ones for security guards. All you gotta do is get a private security guard company. What else? There's ones for health inspectors. There's ones for people who make apps. There's one for cleaners. There's one for there's literally everything. Try to name a profession that there isn't one for. There's one for drivers. There's one for everybody.
This is something that we definitely need to know.
Even if you don't know, all you got to do, the only difference is the actual labor have to be union a lot of the time. But really, that depends on the state and the city. I know New York City, you got to be union if you're working on these contracts. But if you're going after a contract that's not labor related, like if you're just doing social work, you don't need to be there's no union for that. You just put in your $30 bid, get your company, wait to hear back. And more than likely, you're going to be charging less than a lot of these companies because you don't need $4 million to do, computer work. You coming over a $50,000 salary.
And like you said, that's to know that for the next 3 years, I'm going to get $1 million or $2 million or $3 million, whatever. That feels good.
Yeah.
So what is another thing, when people come to you with business, what do you see as what people struggle with the most, you think?
What they struggle with the most definitely is the basic structure. So I got 10 questions that I start every business consultation with. And usually by question number 5, when I'm asking them what assets do they need, mandatory to start the business, they're a little shaky right there. It's just you kind of got to know that stuff. So let's look it up. Then we'll look up all the assets they need. It's all right, how much money will it cost to get these assets? It's I don't know. It's all right, let's look that up.
Yeah.
Then from that point, you realize, okay, it's just a journey. These people, nobody taught you this. It's you could think, okay, I'm going to open up a hair salon and I just need the place and hair supplies. And then you realize, oh, nah, you actually paying rent to the city because they own part of that building. You realize you got to pay property tax. You realize you got to pay a bunch of stuff. You realize you're getting fined for things like having your AC on and clients leaving the door open. And then you realize why people in the barbershop is on your behind about closing the door. Small stuff like that. So, I go through the motions, and every little expense that it looked like they could have, we add it on there. If it's an asset, that's guaranteed you need that. So that's how we know how much capital you need before you even start the LLC.
And that's something important. People that are entrepreneurs, or if you want to be an entrepreneur going forward, these are the things that you really, really need to think about. It's not just about, I'm going to open a hair, like you said, I'm going to open a hair salon. I'm going to have all these clients. I'm going to just buy the hair, whatever. No, it's so many other things that go with running a business that a lot of people just don't think about.
Pay a coach.
Yeah.
If you know somebody that owns that business, why not pay them $2,000 and they save you $100,000 fine 5 years from now?
So do you usually see when people come to you and you want to charge them a fee or something like that? Do they try to get a discount, or they say, "Well, are you charging me that for the fee?" Do you get that sometimes?
I've gotten people to ask for discounts, but I work by email, so a lot of times it's just, this is the price. It's in an invoice, so it's hard for people to reply to an invoice and ask for a discount. If you tell them in an email, oh, I'm gonna charge you, let's say if somebody says I'm gonna charge you $300 for this, then they'll reply back can I get $250? But if you just send them an invoice for $300, what are they gonna send back? Don't send me back a paragraph to the invoice. So, yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, man. Like that's one of my pet peeves. Like I'm gonna be honest, because people come to me all the time and be like, "All right, can I get a free consultation, or can I get a free this or that?" I'm like, listen, if you talk to me, I will give you literally thousands and thousands of dollars worth of jewels. I'll save you thousands and thousands of hours worth of time because I done did a lot of stuff, trial and error, taking trainings, paying other consultants, paying other
Yeah.
to learn a lot of information. So for you wanting me to come to talk to you for free, honestly, I feel like you're disrespecting me. You don't care about me. You don't care about family I have to feed. You don't care about my well-being. If you want me to get on a call in an hour, hour and a half, whatever, and just talk, then I honestly feel like you're disrespecting me because you don't want to invest in your future.
And I remember when I was young, I used to even, and this is just me being young, I guess, because maybe it's New York, I don't know, but like I always tried to find ways around rules and stuff like that. So it's like if somebody say, "Oh, this jar or lotion is going to cost $8," if I wanted to get it for cheap, I ask them, instead of saying, "Oh, can I get it for $6?" I say, "How many do I got to buy to get them six each?" You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
because I know you're trying to reach a certain goal. So if it's I got to buy 10 of them to get them for $6, then I'll buy the whole 10. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me you just want to spend $6.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, going forward, people, if you hire a coach or consultant, whatever it is going to cost, but that money's going to come back. That's the
Yeah.
thing about money. When you invest money or whatever it is, money comes back. But time, you cannot get time back. So instead of going through 2 years worth of trial and error or 3 years or whatever, trying to learn things, learn new skills, trying to build a website, trying to open a store, or trying to build a client base, trying to get leads, trying to build your email list, you can go to people like me or Trevor, and you can pay a small fee that will give you thousands of dollars worth of information and save you hours and hours worth of time. If you
Yes.
you just jumped on Facebook. A few people just jumped on talking to Trevor Cassaberry. He's the CEO of Cassaberry Consulting LLC out from the Bronx, New York. I've never been to the Bronx. I've been to New York, of course. I've been uptown, Manhattan, of course, too, Brooklyn, but I've never been to the Bronx.
Gotta come to the Bronx,
Yeah,
man.
I gotta come to the Bronx.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I definitely got to come to the Bronx. Also, if you haven't shared already, please share. Please share. And if you want to ask any type of financial questions or business questions right now, you got free consulting time right now.
This the time to ask free questions.
Exactly. For the next few minutes, you got free consulting time right now. You can ask him, you can ask me, whatever it is. You got a business idea, you got something that you want to put in place, but you don't know how to go about it. You need some resources with like building a landing page or a website or trying to get traffic. Anything you need, you can ask that right now. Also, any type of financial questions about investments or the stock market or Bitcoin, whatever you want to ask, you have free consulting time right now because once we end this, it is going to cost.
Yeah. And
So,
it goes up after this conversation. No, I'm playing.
after this conversation right now, so if you don't do it within the next 15 minutes, the prices will automatically double if you don't automatically double. So I mean, what else? The time is yours. What else do you want to talk about? Let people know about other offers you got coming up. All the things you cover in your different courses.
I just want to remind everybody that Cassaberry Consulting, we're having online workshops in financial literacy, investing, and entrepreneurship from January to February. There will be every Monday and Saturday night from January 15th to February 10th. They will be recorded, so you will still have access to them. If you do not come get them live, you will be paying to see them later, and you will not have lifetime access. But the people who come see it live, you will get lifetime access to these videos. I'll make sure of it. If the web link goes down and you need access to it, I'll refresh it and send it to you personally. So come to these live sessions. If you have a .edu student email address, you get 25% off of all of these workshops. Just go to Cassaberry.com, Cassaberry.com. Register your student email and you get 25% off. If you don't need to go to these classes or you don't feel like going to these classes, register your student email for somebody who does need to go to these classes. Maybe somebody else needs the discount. I don't care if you give somebody else your discount. I don't care if you bought a complete bundle and split it in half with your aunt or your friend or your girlfriend, whatever. But come to these courses because you're going to want to need them, especially if you're a millennial. The major courses, we got what's an LLC? Why does everybody need one? We got developing the business plan. We got how to protect the business. We got how to invest in the stock market and in real estate. And we got cryptocurrency now because, you know, that's the booming thing and we're making money off of it. So clearly we know what we're doing. We got family wealth development. We got financial college planning. And we also have millennial money moves. Millennial money moves, you need to be a part of this class. If you are a millennial or you know a millennial, you need to come to this workshop. We're teaching people how to build and manage wealth while in major debt because most millennials are in major college debt. If you're expected to die in $100,000 worth of debt, you need to come to this course or you're going to die in $100,000 debt. That's just what it is. We're teaching people how to expand their businesses as well. So that in that expand your business class, you will be learning how to go after city, state, and federal contracts. You're already paying tax dollars to city, state, and federal contracts. You need to get them back by working on these city, state, and federal contracts. And I don't just mean working for the company that's getting these city, state, and federal contracts. Sign up to be a subcontractor. If you're a minority, they save 20% of these contracts for minority DBEs. You just need your business open for 1 year and you need to not owe taxes and boom, you can be a DBE. It's that easy. Everybody needs to get on this.
Everybody needs to get on this, especially the millennials. If you're watching and millennials are 35 and younger, so don't be like, oh, I'm 32 and I'm not a millennial. No, you're a millennial. You need to be learning this information. If you're not a millennial, you definitely need to learn this information if you don't already know it. So these are the type of people that you need to be around. If you are not seeing results in your life or your business or whatever, change your circle. Seriously, change your circle because these people are out here. They may not be in your family. They may not be in your main circle, but they may be online. You may reach out to someone on social media or whatever it may be, but these people are out here. I speak to the people that really want to level up. If you really want to level up, because everybody has the opportunity to level up. If you can afford to go to the movies, if you can afford to go get your hair done, if you can afford to go to a restaurant or whatever it is, go to the Sixers game. If you can afford to do all that, you can afford to invest in the stock market. You can afford to get into one of these classes to learn about how to start an LLC or learn about these government contracts or millennial moves or whatever the case may be. If you want to level up, all the resources are out here. All the resources are out here, but what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Because it's about to be 2018. And you know when 2018 comes, the new year comes, all the so-called ambitious people come out. It's a new year. This is going to be our year. We're going to do this. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop a coaching class. I'm going to drop a book, whatever it is. Then by the time December comes, you look back like, what happened? I thought you was going to start that clothing line. I thought we was going to do it. We're going to do all these great things, but what happened? And then the excuses come, people say, oh, I was going to do this, but then this happened. Oh, my car broke down, whatever the case is. No excuses.
Yeah, and there's a reason. Oh, go ahead. So,
go ahead.
No, and there's a reason I put these workshops in January and February. It's because I know everybody's getting their New Year's resolutions put in order. So one of those should be to buy some workshops with Cassaberry Consulting and get yourself together. What's going to happen as soon as all these workshops is done? Tax season. So you're about to get a few $1,000s back and you're going to know exactly what to do with them on the stock market, if it comes to real estate, if it comes to cryptocurrency, if it comes to your business, if it comes to investing in your friend's business. You know what I mean? If you plan on spending a bunch of it on Louis Vuitton or Fenty or something like that, or Hennessy, whatever you want to do with it, you should know, those companies are on the stock market. Why not buy a share to before I go buy this bottle? Before I get these new bronze, why not get this share of Nike first and I'll pay myself back in the long run? Why not get some straight dividend checks off of it? So just even though I bought those Nikes 50 years ago, I'm still getting a check off of that share of Nike that I got 50 years ago. And it's important because if not, you're gonna have one income the rest of your life, and your child is going to be in the same position you're in right now.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to start over every generation. Like seriously, every generation you should not have to start over. Once your child gets of age, they should already have money saved. They should already have money invested for them. They should already have equity in the business. There's so many different things we could talk about, but it starts now.
Mm-hmm.
It starts now. Wherever, if you got $5, open an Acorns account and start investing just $5. If that's all you can afford is just $5. If you can do more, then you can do that. You can get mutual funds, and I can explain other ways to do that. But there's no excuse because nowadays with the apps, you can literally start with $5. $5 and everything he literally takes all the words out of my mouth Everything that I've been saying now for years, everything that I say on a daily basis that he's now like he's saying. I've been saying like if you have Nikes, why are you not buying a share of stock of Nike?
Yo, if I could have bought a shares of Nike stock as a kid, like an uncle would have bought me one of those instead of some Jordans. Oh my God.
Seriously. And the crazy thing is that the Nike stock is less than the sneakers.
Way less.
It costs less than the sneakers, but why are you not buying Nike stock? If you're on here and you have Nikes, why, like seriously, I want to know. I really want to know. Why don't you have Nike stock? Like, let me know. Is it because you don't know how to buy it? Okay, I did in courses. He does workshops. Like, you can explain how you can go to a brokerage account or TD Ameritrade or E-Trade or Scottrade. I can go down the list and open an account. That takes 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then you can put your link into your bank account and you can buy this share of stock. Like, is it because you don't know every check? Is it because you're scared of the stock market? You think you're going to lose your money? Well, do some research and you'll learn that if you're diversified, people have never lost money in the stock market over 120 years. Mm-hmm. So just let me know. Like, you got to let people like us know, like, what's holding you back? What's holding you back? You got a Verizon, you got an iPhone, but you don't have stock in Apple. Like, why? You spent $600 on a phone, but you won't spend $100 for a share in the company.
You know what my first share that I ever bought was?
What?
Navient, because I owed them $100,000 in student loans. I was like, you know what? If I'm paying them back $100,000, I'm getting it back. I immediately bought 10 shares.
Oh.
I was pissed, and it turned out well for my psyche because after that, when I was paying student loans, I didn't even feel bad no more. I wasn't mad about it. I'm like, it's coming back to me. Them stocks gonna rise. Now, if I buy some Nikes for me or my daughter, because I got a stock account for my daughter now. She got Nike in it, so I'm just like, all right. Now, if somebody buy Nike for my daughter, I don't gotta look at it like that. That was $100 sweater. I could have put that on the stock market. It's like, nope, she already got that on the stock market. She's a shareholder. I mean, I don't even drink, but I got shares in the company. That people don't even know that. Like, so I had an investment consultation. I asked this girl, what company do you think you spend the most money with every month to month? She says Sephora. I'm like, Sephora, wow. So we look up Sephora stock. Obviously, it's not on IPO, but the company that owns Sephora is the same company that owns Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. It's a holding. So I was like, wow, are you kidding me? So we both saved it, and now we both have it on our investment portfolio. And it just today. So, yeah. LVMUY, I think, or LVMH, one of those two. But, yeah, it's that easy. A bottle of Hennessy costs more than $58.
Exactly. If you're going to the club and you want to buy a bottle of Hennessy, you spending at least like $300, $200.
Yeah. Louis Vuitton costs more than $58.
Exactly.
I mean, so, and when you go to Sephora, I'm willing to bet that you spend more than $58.
Because it's all about the paradigm shift. It's all about the mind shift. Like, we got to get out of the mindset of just wanting to be consumers. Mm-hmm. Just wanting to be consumers. We need to be producers. We need to be buying these stocks in these companies. Like, I literally put up like everything. You watching Love and Hip Hop? Why are you not buying Viacom? Like, why are you not buying stock in Viacom? That's the company that owns VH1. They own BTT because BT is not black owned. They own MTV and a whole bunch of other stations. If you're watching that, you're going to binge watch Netflix. Why are you not buying a share of Netflix? Why are you not buying a share of Netflix? Like, you ESPN, you watching basketball and football all the time. Why are you not buying Disney? Why are you not buying stock in Disney? Like, literally, it costs more to go to the game than to buy a share of stock in Disney. But a lot of people aren't even thinking about it. We're just so happy to go to the game, take our pictures, go live, put our jersey on. But we go home, we ain't got no equity in the company. We ain't got more than one street income, stuff like that.
Word.
So let me check the comments before.
And if you watch this live on Facebook, by the end of 2018, you better have shares in Facebook.
You better have seriously. You better have shares of Facebook. If you're watching this, you better have shares of Facebook. It's like, I don't even know what it is now, like 180, 170. I don't even remember what it was.
It's 179.
170, yeah, that's not a lot. I bought it when it was like probably 110 or 120. So it's really not a lot. I mean, it's less than $200. So how many of us spend $200 on something stupid, something dumb? Like, I done been to Vegas and spent more than that in the club.
Like, every hour you spend on Facebook, you better put $1 into their stocks.
Exactly. Seriously. Right there. All right. So Emma says LVMH owns everything. They even own Chanel. Yes, absolutely. Also, if anybody has any questions or comments before we get out of here, I would strongly suggest that you take advantage of this opportunity to ask whatever you want to ask about business, sales, marketing, online stuff, Bitcoin, investments, stocks, mutual funds, ETFs. We're going to talk about retirement accounts and IRAs. Whatever type of questions you have, I would encourage you to take it, ask it now. Also, if you do watch this on the replay, drop a comment in. Let us know that you watched it. Let us know that this information was helpful. I like to try to bring people in here that are going to give you information that's helpful. Something that is relatable, something that is helpful, and something that you're actually going to need in your day-to-day life. Like a lot of people go out and get degrees. I got a degree, it's fine. But people go out and get master's degrees and PhDs, but they don't teach them nothing about real life type of shit.
Nothing.
Like seriously, nothing. Like you go in there, you're writing all these papers, you're doing all these courses, all these classes, but when you come out, you don't know nothing about business. You don't know nothing about investing. You don't know nothing about selling products and services and all that type of stuff. So I would encourage you to start learning information that you're really going to need.
Yeah,
really going to need.
And if you're in because I remember I went to school for electrical engineering. So there's a point in my life where I thought I was going to be set, just I'm gonna get a job as a designer, and then one day I'll make $100K and I'll be straight for life. And then now I look back on that and I'm just like, that was just terrible. Like,
right?
That was the mark I was going.
I think the same thing. Like I'm gonna just meet that person or whoever, is gonna take me under the wing. They're gonna give me all this money, and they're gonna move me out, fly me in, all this. They're gonna give me all this money, and then I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be set. No, it don't work like that. Okay, Krista Lee says info. Yes, thank you. Terry says blockchain. What's a low level way to get in? Do you mean like Bitcoin? I mean, me personally, I'm not the blockchain expert. Like, I definitely invest in Bitcoin. I know there's Ethereum and Litecoin and other stuff. So if you're just talking about, low-level blockchain technology, I would say Bitcoin. You can go in Bitcoin. I use Coinbase. I'm not endorsing Coinbase, but I know Coinbase is a resource you can use. And a lot of misconception about Bitcoin is people think that you need to buy a whole coin.
You don't.
You do not need to buy a whole coin. You can buy whatever you can afford.
Yeah.
I don't even know the Bitcoin price today. I didn't even check it today. It just keeps going crazy. I don't even check it.
Probably like 17,000.
17,000. You don't need 17,000 investment. You got $20. You got $100. You got $1,000 or $500. You can buy whatever amount of Bitcoin you can afford. So hope that answers your question. Just go. You can use Coinbase and just start purchasing Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. There's a lot of other coins, but I hope that's helpful. How do we reduce capital gain taxes with properties? That is something that Brother Andre Hatchett actually does in his course at theblackrealestateschool.com.
Great course.
theblackrealestateschool.com. Someone type that in, theblackrealestateschool.com. Like me personally, I'm not the real estate expert per se. I like business, online sales and marketing, online revenue, actually investments like stocks, bonds, everything related to the stock market. I'll be happy to answer, ETFs and everything. And then when it comes to trading, but if you go to the blackrealestateschool.com, I think they have a promo special for this month too. You can get in pretty cheap. Any tips for new business owners? A lot of tips for new business owners. You could
definitely register your company as an LLC if you haven't already. That way you can make use of all the tax breaks that you're going to get. I know everybody's freaking out about this new tax bill. Start an S corp and you'll save yourself a lot of money. New business owners, what else? Keep a budget for marketing, because there's too many people that have their whole business plan set out and they actually got a good business and they literally just have no money to market it. It's just like, you think putting $10 on Facebook is going to get it out there, and that's not what you need. Like, put an actual budget together for marketing. Another thing, understand what assets you need to start your business. Like, you need to know what assets you need to start your business, because when you start your business and then you're missing the asset, it's usually going to come with some sort of penalty or fine. Is from what I've realized. Whether that's something like, workers' comp insurance and things of that nature. Because just Like you could do something small and simple like think you're gonna get employees and then register for workers' comp and then start getting fines in the mail like, oh, you didn't tell us how much you paid in workers' comp this month, so now you owe us $1,500. Then go in a dispute back and forth with the state just because you didn't get your stuff together. So definitely keep track of what assets you need and keep a budget for marketing, because those are two things a lot of people don't do.
Absolutely. And I would say, I mean, it also depends on like what industry you're in and, you know, what type of business you have. What type of business do you have, Crystal Lee? But another thing with marketing, know who you're marketing to.
Yes.
So know who your target audience is. A lot of people say, well, I'm trying to sell to everybody. You're selling to everybody, you're really selling to nobody. So narrow down on, you know, who you are offering your products and services to. Are they men? Are they women? Are they both? Or, you know, what are the age? Are they like 25 to 40? Are they, you know, older than that? Are they millennials? Are they not millennials? What type of income do they have? You know, are they homeowners or are they not homeowners? Are they college educated or are they not college educated? Just narrowing on your target audience. That will definitely help you with marketing and advertising, stuff like that. Also, you know, finding different ways to collect new leads. You know, your lead generation, offering those front end products to get people into your funnel, and then you know, following up with automation sequences, stuff like that, and just laying out a good sales funnel and actually step-by-step process on what you're going to offer to people. You know, how are you going to get people in the door? Are you building your email list? Do you have an email list? You know, how are you with branding? Do you have a tight logo? Or you have the shirts? Is your stuff on? Is your website on your shirt? All that type of stuff. You know, there's a lot of things we could talk about. Mobile notary, thanks to Andre. Oh, okay. Mobile notary, great. Well, actually, Crystal Lee, how about you send me an email? Let me interview you. Send an email to info@ryanjmccrary.com. info@ryanjmccrary.com, and I can interview you to try to help you get some more leads. But yeah, I mean, I would say with the mobile notary, just trying a way to get more leads. And once you do have those leads, you know, follow up with them. You know, was your mobile notary service helpful? If it was helpful, have them do like review or survey and document that. So then you can go to more people and say, listen, I did this for Trevor. I did his mobile notary, and this was his feedback. This was his result. He loved it. You know, it's all documented. And now when you're going out to get more people, you can share that story on what you did for other clients, and that should help you get more clients. Emma says, do you invest in oil stocks? I don't. I mean, I have stock in Exxon Mobil. But as far as like
Dominion Energy or something like that. Virginia, I don't know if they do. I think they do with oil. I don't know if that's considered oil stock.
Yeah, is that like commodity stocks? You know, me personally, I don't get too into like commodities and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely have stock in Exxon. Also, if you have stocks in like Chevron, or Chevron does well and stuff like that, that may be something that you want to get into. Take a few more questions before we get out of here. Monica says, t-shirt business, how do you break down a target audience? You got to put it out there and just see like what type of people respond. So when you're selling your t-shirts, like what type of people are buying them, you know, and of course, when you're starting, you ain't going to know in the beginning. You got to just throw them out there and just see, you know, also what people like. So yeah, just see, you know, when you do offer your product or your t-shirt, whatever it is, like what type of people are buying them? How do they feel when they buy them? Are they excited when they buy your t-shirts? Are they not excited? And then once you figure out like who that ideal customer is, who that avatar is, who that target person is, then you can duplicate that. So in Facebook, like there's a lot of ways on Facebook, you can do like a lookalike audience. You can do a custom audience. If you have an email list, you can upload your email list to Facebook. Facebook will get those people, find all of their Facebook accounts, see what they like, what they don't like, and directly market to them. And then, you know, put a pixel on your site, and it can really get complicated and technical. But yeah, just in general, just, you know, put your stuff out there and just figure out like what type of people actually purchase the products, you know, like demographic wise and also psychotherapy wise, like
college students.
Exactly. College students or whatever.
And if you're going to go to a college to sell your t-shirts, don't just stand in the middle of campus. I would say contact clubs, because that's one way where you can actually get straight to the students as opposed to trying to go through faculty where they don't really deal with that. A lot of them aren't even allowed to tell students to buy things. But if you go to the clubs, then the school actually finances the things that the students say they want to buy.
So we have time for just a few more questions. If anybody has any other questions, please drop them in, business related or finance related. Somebody says, looking for an answer on this. What does net neutrality repeal mean for cryptocurrencies in the United States in the long run? I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know. That's something, I don't know.
We'll find out, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a troll in here or something, but I don't know the answer to that question. Honestly, I don't even understand your question. So please put something business related, finance related. If you have questions, about stocks or like our retirement account, what should I do? Or, I want to get something for my kids or new business, stuff like that. Please put the questions in. No dumbass questions, please, if you could. But yeah, exactly. Again, if anybody has any last questions, please drop them in. If you haven't shared already, please share. If you just jumped on, a few more people just jumped on. I'm talking to Trevor Cassaberry. He's a CEO of Cassaberry Consulting. Go to Cassaberry.com. Cassaberry.com. Also, someone type it in there. I know Waukesha did earlier. Thank you, Queen. Someone else, please type it in there. The website, Cassaberry.com. He has courses, consulting sessions. He can help you get government contracts, all that type of stuff. So if you want to talk more offline, when we get offline, it is going to cost. But I would say if you have the money, why not invest it? If you have the money and you really legitimately want to start a business or take your business and scale it, whatever the case may be, you have to invest in coaches, consultings, trainings, courses, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, like, how did you keep going? Like, how did you move so fast? Like, you're always doing this and that, and your network is growing, stuff like that. It's because I invest in coaches, consultings, training. Yeah. Like, seriously, like, I'll be watching type of trainings and courses and stuff that's like on a whole nother level. Shit, you probably would be like, yo, like, what the hell is he watching? Yeah, I'm trying to learn. Every day I'm trying to put myself out of business because I'm trying to learn other ways that people can put me out of business. All the new technologies is coming out. I need to know what's going on if you truly want to scale a business. So if you want to talk more offline, if you want us to really go in and like look at your specific business, what you got going on, other ways that we think you can scale, other ways that you can use to just get more revenue, get more traffic, more leads, whatever the case may be, please reach out. Go to Cassaberry.com or you can go to McCraryFinancialSolutions.com. We'll take the last question from Yolanda. She says, net neutrality may cause cryptocurrency value to go down if the rate of the internet goes up and people aren't able to afford to go on, but it will benefit those that have money. Okay.
Whoever that was from earlier.
Okay. So yeah, as far as all that stuff, like, I don't know, we talking about trying to make money. So like even when I talked to Marquise last week, who does cryptocurrency, he invests in trades for people. He was like, I don't even know all the technical stuff. I know how to make that money when it comes to Bitcoin. I know what type of trends after. I know what not to do, what to do. So we're talking about actually trying to make that money. All the technical stuff, like even when people ask me technical stock market questions, and I could tell like some people ask me stuff just that they Googled or read out of a book or something like that. I'm like, why are you asking all these technical questions? Like, seriously, like, do you even have stock? Like, and plus with the stock market, that's why I transition more into like talking about business and stuff that I think is more challenging. To me, like running a business and all the entrepreneurship is more challenging than like buying stocks.
Definitely.
Buying stocks is easy.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like going out and buying stocks and investments and everything with the stock market, like that's the easy part. If you can't even do that part, like it's gonna be hard for you to actually build a business and deal with being an entrepreneur on a day-to-day basis. When it comes to buying stocks and stuff, like that stuff is so simple. It's so simple. Do not let it hold you back. If you can check your bank account, you can buy a share of stock. If you can go on Facebook and put a post up, it's just that easy to go in and purchase a share of stock as it is to go and put a post up or share something on Facebook. Crystal Lee says, thank you, Kings, for information and tips. You're welcome. Please email me. So that's pretty much it for today. You got any last words, bro?
Last words, visit Cassaberry.com. Sign up for our Money Moves online workshops. They're January, February. If you sign up for them now, when they go live, you will have lifetime access to them. If you wait until after they're all done, you will not get the lifetime access for free. You can pay for the lifetime access, but it won't come for free with the class. If you pay for it now, you can definitely use your .edu email address. Go to Cassaberry.com, register your student email address for 25% off.
Okay, so yeah, it's Cassaberry.com, Cassaberry.com. Someone else type it in. Again, if you want more of information on what I offer, you can go to McCraryFinancialSolutions.com, McCraryFinancialSolutions.com. I love to talk to you one-on-one so we can really go in depth with your business. You can get some of the courses that I offer, multiple courses on there that you can get access to by going there to my website. Everyone else, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Holidays coming up. Make sure we're buying black for the holidays. Buying black for the holidays. Also, if you want to check out the Arrow Black Apparel store, arrowblackapparel.com. We have a lot of new stuff in there. We got like a Young Black Minds t-shirt. Of course, people love the financial literacy apparel. We're sending that all across the globe. So we got a lot of dope things in there. I literally be shopping in my own store. I'll be like, yo, what do I feel like buying today? Like, I want some new stuff. I just go in my own store and just shop in my own store. But we got a whole bunch of dope stuff in there. And you can actually get a discount. We just created a code. Put Black Christmas. So if you go to arrowblackapparel.com and you use the code Black Christmas, you'll get 20% off all items in there until Christmas Day. Thank you, Yolanda, for typing in. Please also type ourblackapparel.com, ourblackapparel.com, and put in the code, the discount code, Black Christmas. You'll get 20% off. So make sure we're buying black for the holidays. And lastly, if you haven't already, go to Cassaberry.com. Cassaberry.com. He has a lot of workshops coming up, has courses. He can do one-on-ones, help you get those government contracts, all that type of stuff. But you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in yourself or nobody else will invest in you.